The game is on. No rest until dawn. The rules are clear. Go fast, show no fear. You play the game, you play it fast.
How do I get more free coins and gems? That is the biggest question that I see everywhere. People ask me, they post on the forums, they put it in the in-game chat. Everybody wants more free gems and coins. So I made a video to show every possible way that I could think of to get a lot of free coins and gems, and I've got it all wrapped up into a video just for you. I view this video as the biggest contribution that I can make to the Epic Heroes War community. The most important thing about free gems and coins is you have to remember there's no get-rich-quick scheme. This game is designed to be played over many days, weeks, and months. But if you're willing to check in for 3 to 7 times each day, you can get a whole lot of free gems and coins. I do provide some infographics in here to help you keep track of the massive amounts of free gems and coins that I'm able to show you how to get. Please remember that there might be some small mathematical mistakes here and there, but I'm giving you an idea of what's possible and what most people should be able to get. Most people should be able to get as much or much more than what I'm showing you guys here, using the exact strategies that I show you. Now this is a really long video, so if you don't watch the entire thing all the way through, I would ask that you please click one of the recommended videos that's below or to the side of this video. It really helps how YouTube ranks my videos in searches. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit my Facebook page and give it a like. If you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If this video helped you out a whole lot and gave you a bunch of new ideas or got you excited about Epic Heroes War again, you can donate money to me on my PayPal, or you can join my Patreon and get some pretty cool rewards. All the links for that are in the video description. The first thing we're going to look at is free gems, so let's get right to it. Free gems. That's right, don't roll your eyes at me, hear me out for a second. Every day, DivMob gives you 48 gems for free. You don't have to do anything except go to this screen and tap the claim button 10 times. The video you're watching was obviously sped up, but it took me a little less than 10 minutes to just sit there and hit it and get all the free gems for the day. Now I know that 48 gems is not a whole lot of gems, but it is significant and it adds up after a few days. In fact, if you do this every day for 30 days, that's 1,440 gems you get every month. So it's totally worth doing it. Now, how do you remember to do it? Well, I like to go and do a boss fight, then come back here, hit my free gems, go do a boss fight, etc. You can also do it in between guild fights, because those take a minute to get the guild boss and then do the fight. And then also, anytime I open the game, I hit that free gems and check it, see if I've got them all for the day. It's really important, but that's my strategy for remembering. So make sure you always get your free gems, because if you're not getting them, you're just throwing gems away, basically. Patrolling. Patrolling is the single way you will get the most free gems in this game. I do all my patrols for 6 hours. I do not use any of the invisibility or loot. I don't spend fangs on that. I've never had good results from using it, so I don't do it. Your results may vary. But basically, when you're about to put the game down for a while, put your guys on patrol for 6 hours. And once you have enough heroes, don't just wait until you're going to put the game down. Keep these heroes constantly patrolling. I'm going to show you this video here, and with the exception of the last map, these are all represent the maximum you can get. 6 gems, 12,000 coins on the first island, 12 gems, 18,000 coins on the second island, 27,000 coins, 18 gems on the third island. No enhancements again, remember that. 32,400 coins, 24 gems. 36,000 coins, 30 gems. And 37,400 coins, but also that wasn't the max, it's 32 gems. I would also like to discuss for a moment where to put your heroes. Common sense would dictate that you put your toughest hero here on the last island, your second toughest here, so on and so forth. I'm going to tell you, don't do that. Put your second highest hero on Deadly Island here. Put your third toughest hero on Ruined Island here. And put your number one hero, strongest hero, on Badland Island. Why, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you why. It's this little piece right here. This is called the Mountainside Buckler. It looks kind of cool, nothing special upon first glance. Very average piece here. But the real magic happens when you put them in the Gemcraft. That's right. I'm not going to go into this a whole lot right now. I'm going to cover it a little bit more later in the video. But look at that. You get 22 gems for this average, crappy little piece. And if you fill up your entire Gemcraft with these, you will get 716 gems. And it's very easy to get 32 of these to fill it up every 5 days. So definitely put your most powerful hero on Badland Island. The next thing you want to do, especially if you're a beginner, is do these fights, these challenge fights. So I've got a strategy for that also. You can generally get a few hundred extra coins by doing each one of these islands every 6 hours, which is a tall order, so do it when you can. But be smart about it. When you go into it, decide, do I want coins today? Do I want gems? Those are the two questions you ask yourself, and then you start. So I'm going to go for gems. So let's search for a gem fight. Nothing good yet. 3 gems, 99%. 4 gems, 99%. I don't think 3 gems is worth wasting one of my 99% on, so I'm going to go here to the 4 gems, do my challenge. Okay, got my 4 gems, and I only spent 7. I didn't spend more than 4,055 coins, so I'm going to keep going. Oh my goodness, I just spent 700 coins, and now I have this offer for 7,920 coins or 7 gems. I'm taking that one, because I want those 7 gems. So this is what I do. Focus on your objective, and only take good offers for either coins or gems, depending on what your objective is. And no matter what your objective is, don't spend more coins doing this than you lose, or than you win. Whenever you come out of this, you should have the same amount of coins or more when you're done. Another thing to keep in mind when doing it like that, oh my goodness, 20,000 coins for, ooh, I'm going to take that. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're doing this for coins, is to go ahead and factor in the items that you get. So right here, this, you might see, 5,000 coins, not a big deal. However, this piece is worth, I think, about 3,000 coins. So you're actually getting 8,000 coins out of this. And that's something to consider. Like for this one, I'm getting about 8,000 coins and gems, minus my 1,700 here, so, you know. But be cognizant of that. The purple pieces that are in here are worth 5,000 coins each. So an offer that may not look that great actually can be really great. And then keeping with our Mountainside Buckler strategy, always do this one first. Come in here, search, and look for those Mountainside Buckler pieces. You will find them. But again, do not spend more coins than you win, because the Mountainside Buckler is a gem piece. It actually gets you 28,000 coins if you sell it, which is awesome, but if you are I just think it's better to use it for gems. That's what I do. So make sure to always run through here and try to find Mountainside Buckler. And also, don't spend gems on these challenge fights. It's not worth it. So whenever I get here, I take the best offer that I've got, And I try to avoid doing this because sometimes you'll see a better offer and keep going when you really shouldn't have. If you can do 3 6-hour patrols each day, you can get 378 gems each day. And that means you'll get 2,646 gems each week and 11,340 gems every 30 days. So you can see that there's a lot of gems to be had here. And that's without the challenge fights. But since most people aren't going to get the max gems all day, every day, 30 days straight, do the challenge fights and you can still hit this and get these awesome gems all the time.
Yeah, you bitches calling me better.
Free gems from the boss party. We all know that boss party is designed to spend money on to get awesome heroes, awesome items, and stuff like that. But how many gems can you get for free by fighting the boss party? Well, for a beginner, you can get 25 gems very easily. If you have 5 blue heroes that can beat the easy boss, all you have to do is beat them one time in a week, and you get 25 gems free and clear because your rank will instantly be 101 or more. So that's easy enough. But it's also super easy to get 50 gems every week out of this. All you have to do is fight the Yeti 3 times a day, so that's 9 total times in one day. You do that each day for a week, and that will get you your 350 plus orbs. It gets you 354 orbs actually. And that gets you 25 gems right there. Gets you a cool gold item. And then at the end of the week, you get the other 25 because your rank is going to be 101 or more. What can an advanced player get? And an advanced player, I would consider being able to beat the hard Yeti and have some pretty powerful heroes. So here, your goal is to get 2,000 orbs. And that's not as hard as it sounds. On your journey to getting the 2,000 orbs, you'll hit the 350 mark, gets you 25 gems. The 900 mark gets you 50 gems. And the 2,000 mark gets you 75 gems. So all of a sudden, you've got 150 gems. Now generally, this will get your ranking less than 100. So at a minimum, you've got the 150. You should be able to pull in 50 more gems, which gets you 200. So most advanced players should be able to do this. So how many fights do you need to get to the 2,000 mark, to the 2,000 orb mark? You need 134 fights. Therefore, you need to fight him 3 times, 7 times per day, and that will get you your 134 fights within a week, and that'll equal out to 2,010 orbs. So that is how an advanced player can easily get 200 gems. Now, if you are able to do more than that and increase your rank less than 81, you can hit 100 gems or 150. There was one point that I actually managed to get down less than 40 as a free player, and that was not easy, and I've only done it once, and I think there's more people fighting now, so I don't think it's as easy as it once was, but I'm showing you the possibilities here. And the whole time you're doing this, you are generating a whole lot of coins. This is actually the best way to get coins, but we're going to cover that in the coin section of the video. Free gems from the challenge map. Wait, what? Gems from the challenge map? That's right, and I'm going to show you how. So how you get free gems from the challenge map is each day, one of the levels has this green thing around it, which means you get a special prize. And today, one-time reward, the special prize is a purple hero piece. But once you've already got that hero purple or higher, you don't need those pieces anymore, right? So, What I do is I fight these, I get the purple pieces, and then I gem craft them. How many gems can you get? So the gem craft only lets you craft gems every 5 days. So that means you can only get 5 purple pieces. So with the challenge map alone, you can get 149 gems. Now, if you're following my other strategy of getting the Mountainside Buckler, don't fill it up with all Mountainside Buckler. Use the purple pieces and Mountainside Buckler, and you get a total of 753 gems every 5 days. That's a total of 3,012 gems per month, just from the challenge map and doing the Mountainside Buckler trick. As you can see, you can definitely get gems from the challenge map. If nothing else, you can get 149 each week, or 576 a month if you don't do the Mountainside Buckler strategy. Server boss gems and online leaderboard gems. In the spirit of grabbing as many gems as we can each week from everywhere possible, the server boss is a great addition. Even a beginning player who fights the server boss one time can get 50 gems each week. More advanced players that have a platinum hero or higher should easily be able to get the 100 gems. If you watch your time and pay attention and fight a whole lot, you could get 200 or 250 gems. And the rewards go up from there. Let's take a look. If you can get in the top 10, you can win 500 gems. If you get in first, second, or third place, you get 600 gems. And if you kill the server boss, regardless of whether you're a beginner player or not, if you deal that last hit that kills him, you can get anywhere from 50 to 600 gems. I think it awards them randomly, but I don't know for sure. Now let's take a look at the online leaderboards. When you tap this Find Match button and you fight somebody, if you win trophies. You can see my trophy count here. If you can get more trophies in one day than anyone else, you end up here on this leaderboard. Shout out to Halen33 for getting the most today so far. Regardless, if you're on this leaderboard at the end of the day, once the timer counts down, if you're in the top 10, you win 10 gems. If you can do that each day in a week, not only do you get 70 gems for doing it in 7 days, but you also get a weekly reward of 400. So in 1 week, you get 470 gems. If you can do that throughout the entire month and end up in the top 3, you get an additional 800 gems. If you stack that all together, these 3 guys, they didn't just get 800 gems. If you stack that all together and end up in the top 3, you can get 2,640 gems a month from your daily, plus your weekly, plus your monthly. Pretty awesome. The most interesting thing about this is it seems like it's mostly beginner players, newer players, that are on these leaderboards. As a higher player, I have a very difficult time getting very many trophies, because when I do fights, I typically only get 5 trophies. Can you imagine how many fights I would have to do to beat Halen33 today at 5 trophies a fight? I just don't get it. But a lot of people do this, and they get lots of gems for doing it. And it's a great way to supplement your daily and weekly gems. Daily Quest. Did you even know this was a thing? To find it, hit the plus button, scroll down, and hit your Daily Quest. How this works is you hit this go button, takes you to Guy Heart level 25, you fight it, and you keep fighting until Neath drops this piece. Once you have that piece, you're done for the day. And it's my understanding that you just need to be one of the first 10 people to do this, or 20 people to do this. If you're the first one, you get 150 gems. If you're the second, 120, 110, so on and so forth. But even if you're not one of the very, very first, you can still get an easy 10 gems. Therefore, if you do this every day, it's an easy 10 gems a day, 70 gems a week, so on and so forth. The only thing is, you have to keep doing it every day to win your rewards. I've done this quite a few times and never won it, so I just kind of gave up on it. But I know there are significant numbers of people that like to do it and like to get extra gems this way. Daily reward. Don't forget about your daily reward. Check the game every day. If you're trying to grind and get lots of coins and gems anyway, you should be opening this game every day, regardless of whether you're fighting and playing. And since you're already doing that, don't forget to get your daily reward. I can't tell you the exact number of gems you're going to get because a lot of them are hidden in these question mark chests. But there is a known quantity displayed in this column, and if you've already got the free hero for the month, you get an extra 100 here. So for a beginner player that does not already have this hero, you can get 409 gems a month from the gems in this column. If you already have the hero, then you get 509 gems a month. So the daily reward is well worth it. If not for the gems, the hero that you can get, or this is another thing like the challenge map where you get purple hero pieces. If you've already got this hero purple, grab these pieces and craft them in Gemcraft. This is an easy way to get extra gems. So a beginner player can easily get 409 gems. An advanced player can easily get 668 gems from these gems, and from crafting the hero pieces into gems. One last method to note, it's not a very reliable method, but it is out there. You can challenge other players to fights and bet gems on the fights. If you challenge someone, you can select to bet gems on the fight. You can bet 20 gems, 50 gems, or 100 gems. Make sure to note that when you bet those gems, you will only get 80% of them. I assume this is done so that people aren't able to easily transfer gems across accounts.
Wow.
So as you can see, there are tons of gems on offer, even just for simple, easy stuff, as long as you're willing to check into the game 3 to 7 times a day. So let's look at the grand totals. For easy, if you're just doing the bare minimum of what I've showed you, you can get 446 gems each day. If you're more advanced, you're hitting that daily quest hard, getting first place every day, you got 586 a day. For the weekly, just basic, checking in, doing your thing, you can get 4,025 gems a week. If you're hardcore dedicated, doing those online fights, doing that daily reward, everything maxed out, 5,405 gems a week. Now for your monthly, if you're doing the bare minimum, just easy stuff, checking in 3 to 7 times a day, doing what I've showed you, you can get 16,981 gems. Any beginning player should be able to do that if they're willing to check into the game 3 times a day for a month. Now, if you're super hardcore, you're playing it for hours every day, you're doing the online fights, the daily quest, you're just the most epic Heroes War player, there's 3 of you each month that could hit 23,800 every month. if that's what you chose to do. Now these numbers don't include many other things that you can do to generate more gems. So we're going to look at coins next. However, after the coins, I'm going to show you a couple strategies that you can use as much or as little as you would like to generate extra gems and coins. The reason I haven't showed them here is because they're variable. They change. They depend on your skill level and how much time you want to spend. So that's why I'm going to throw those on the end to give you more ideas about how to get extra gems and coins. So let's go ahead and look at all the free coins you can get. Patrols. We already discussed how many gems we can get from them, but how many coins can we get from them? I want to run through and show you each island how many coins you can get, and then we'll talk about how many you can get per week or month. So on Volcano Island, you can get a maximum of 12,600 coins. On Icy Vent Island, you can get a maximum of 18,000 coins. On Forest Island, you can get a maximum of 27,000 coins. On Badland Island, you can get 32,400 coins. On Ruined Island, you can get a total of 36,000 coins. And on Deadly Island, you can get a total of 39,600 coins, despite me not getting it in this video. Now, I've already described my strategy on where to put them, as you can see here. For that and the challenge fights, I need you to go back to the gem section to see my strategies on that. Now let's talk about the totals. The totals that I gave are for one 6-hour fight with no enhancement, no invisibility. I don't like to use those, so that's what I've given you guys. But one 6-hour run, just like I showed you, you'll get 165,600 coins. You can realistically do that 3 times a day, which will give you 496,800 coins. So if you do that 3 times a day, every day, which I do, it's not hard, then you can expect to see 3,477,600 coins per week, or 13,910,400 coins per month. It's pretty awesome, and this is the second best way to get coins. The first best way to get coins is in the boss party, and I'll show you how that works.
This is Spot!
So for a beginner that only has the 5 blue heroes, they can beat an easy Yeti. So let's go ahead and fight, and I'll show you how many coins you get since it's not listed on that screen. You will get 10,000 coins per fight. Now you get 3 fights per hour, 3 keys, 3 fights per hour for free. So that's 30,000 coins for free each hour. Now, in the gem section, I talked about the minimum number of orbs and, gems you could get just without a whole lot of effort. And that's doing 3 of these fights 3 times per day. If you were to do that, you could get 90,000 coins each day. That makes 590,000 coins each week. Pretty awesome. That makes 2,360,000 coins every month just from doing 3 sets of 3 fights on the boss fight every day. If you beat the hard or legendary Yeti, you get 50,000 coins for each fight. This equals out to 1,050,000 each day, 6,700,000 each week, and 26,800,000 each month. That's enough to upgrade one of Thetis' skills from 0 all the way to 100 in 1 month. So now you can see why Boss Party is the best way. And I'm just giving you bare minimums here. Like, if the coins I'm quoting for a beginner would get you about, 350 to 70 orbs. You can do more than that. As a beginner, I would hit 900 pretty regularly, and I have a friend that hit 200,000 orbs as a beginner on the Easy Yeti. Same goes for the Hard Yeti. You can do it 24 times in a day. I mean, there's potential for a whole lot more coins, but I just wanted to show you guys the bare minimums and why this is such a great way to get coins. Heaven and Hell maps, another great source of coins. Every day on the Heaven and Hell map, similar to the challenge map, you'll see a level that has the little green glowing thing around it. That means there's a special reward today. And the special reward is always 50,000 coins. And it's actually 53,000 coins because you get the 3,000 just for winning also. So I would say that a beginner starts out having one island beat. And if you're a beginner with one island beat, then you can get 53,000 coins every day. And since the Heaven and Hell maps are open on Sundays, that means you can get 424,000 coins every week as a beginner with only one island unlocked on Heaven and Hell. If you're an advanced player that has all 4 islands unlocked, you can get 212,000 coins each day. And that gets you 1,696,000 coins each week. These are very easy coins to get if you've already got these maps unlocked. Another area that I think is overlooked far too often is domination and guilds. On domination, each day you get 5 fights. See down here? We have 5 fights. For each one of these fights, you get 200,000 coins. So that's 10,000 coins per island. And per day, for every island, that's 50,000 coins each day just from doing domination fights. This is especially important as a beginner because you need as many rooks as possible starting out. And doing these fights not only gets you the coins, but it gets you the rooks as well. And with guild fighting, you get 2,000 coins each time you fight. That means you can get 6,000 coins per hour. If you check in 3 times a day, you can get 18,000 coins just from fighting in a guild. Again, if you're a beginner, this is valuable and it's easy. So I recommend that you join a guild, if nothing else, to get the coins. The same thing goes for the arena. You get 2,000 coins per fight, and you get 5 fights per day. Why wouldn't you want to get that extra 10,000 coins or 300,000 coins every month? So as you can see, there are many ways to get tons of free coins. And if you'll notice, I put the bare minimum beginner numbers on the infographics. It's just too hard to put the beginner and advanced. But if you look at my Facebook page, I'll have infographics for both beginners and advanced. Let's go ahead and look at the totals. For the daily total, if you follow the bare minimum beginner stuff that I showed you, you should be able to get 717,000 coins every day. If we go to the weekly, you're looking at 5,037,600 coins. What? What? And for the monthly, bare minimum beginner stuff, you should be able to get 20,666,400 coins. Easy peasy. But wait, there's more. There are some things that cannot be quantified, and I want to go ahead and show you those strategies now. The last few methods I have to show you to get free coins are more variable. Depends how often you do it or how much you do it, how much time you have on your hands, or how much magic or holy sand you have. So I won't be able to include these in the infographics, but I wanted to go ahead and show this to you anyway, just to get the juices flowing and, you know, give you just a few more ideas. Okay, now it's time to talk about Conquerors. I have two different strategies for Conquer, and I'll tell you why. Because when you first start the game, there's a lot of Conquer missions that have a lot of time. They have some gems, and they have a small amount of coins. And once you hit around 1,200 or 1,350 Conquer missions, things start to change. You start to get the Hell Dungeon Pass Sand, but also the times start to go down on your missions. The gems slowly but surely disappear, but you get more coins. So the fact that the times change is integral to my two strategies. So I'm going to have to show you both strategies, and we'll go ahead and start with the beginning strategy. It's below 1,200 to 1,350 of the Conquer missions. So for a beginner, when you go into the Conquer, you'll see over here on the side, this is how much time it takes before you get this reward. And you'll see we've got a 35 minutes here, we've got a 10 minute here, then it goes up to 40 minutes. I think there's an hour or 2 hour thrown in there somewhere. But you generally, you get some gems, and then the gems will increase up to around, like I was saying, 1,200 to 1,350. And then they disappear, but your coins go way up. And you also start to get your Hell Dungeon Pass Sand. When I was doing this, I never used this to upgrade unless I was pretty close and just wanted more stuff. I don't necessarily recommend doing that. I did play just fine without it, and I don't see a need for it. But when you've got the beginner strategy, the idea here is that whenever your counter right here, whenever it's ready to generate a new set of these, you want to be ready. So, when you first load up a new list, you want to go through and find the ones that take the most amount of time and do those first. So here we would do the 35 minutes, we would do the 10 minutes, and the other 10 minutes. We would wait for those to finish, because there is nothing worse than getting all of these done, but you're waiting on a 55-minute, a 30-minute one to complete, and by the time it completes, your counter goes away because you've missed, you missed your window for the new set of Conquer missions. Nothing worse than that. When you're first starting out, get the ones that take the most time and get those done first. For advanced players, especially once you hit Conquer level 6 and you're maxed out, but it's any time after 1,350 of these missions, you'll notice the times start to go down drastically. They're all under a minute, except occasionally there'll be one for 1 minute and 40 seconds that gets you some gems also. But it's all coins and low times. So see, we get way more coins now. And we also get the Hell Dungeon Pass Sand, which is vital. When you get to this level, we don't want to focus on the times anymore. They're all under a minute. You're not worried about missing the new quests button at all, right? So what you want to focus on is getting the most coins. So when you first start this up, you want to see which one has the most coins and pick those first. So here, it looks like I need to do the 12,250, the 8,050, and another 8,050, because those are the most coins. And then as you go down, you just want to keep picking the highest amount of coins that are left. So the next one I'm going to pick is going to be this 8,050 here, and then a 5,950. And let's see, there is, yep, so those two, and then this 5,250. So let me go ahead and claim these. And then we'll do the 8050, the 5950, and I'll go ahead and pick this 5250 because it doesn't really matter. And then we wait for those to finish. Now that those are done, I'm going to pick this is all that's left, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the 5250 and two 4900s. Bam, bam, bam. And then the 4,900, the one with the lowest amount of coins is left. And that's the trick right there, is that when I am done with this, I want to make sure I've gotten the most coins that I can for this time period, because once I'm done with this, it's going to be hours before I can do any more. So I want to have gotten the most amount of coins I possibly could from this, and by using this strategy, that is what I've done. Now that these are finished, I'm going to go ahead and claim them, and I'm going to pick this one. And this is the last part of my strategy, and this goes for beginner or advanced. I am not going to hit this claim button. I'm not going to do it. I've got a small amount of coins to gain by hitting that claim button. And the reason for this is, looky here. It says conquer 1. So if I go ahead and claim that, then that 1 is not going to be there. In fact, what the game does is it kicks it off of the conquer off this menu entirely. It's not there. The only way to see it again is to hit this plus symbol to get your conquer to show back up. And what I have found is when it's not on this menu, I frequently forget about it. So by leaving the last one unclaimed, every time I open the game, I see this with this 1, and I think, oh boy, is it time to do another round of conquer quests? In this case, right now, no. I've still got 4 hours and 19 minutes. But in a lot of cases, yes, it is time. And if I didn't have that little reminder there with the 1, I would not have thought to hit this plus symbol and go check it. So this is just a way to help you remember, hey, here's a conquer, check and see if you can get more. So the next question is, how many gems and coins can you get from conquers each day, each week, each month? And the answer is, I don't know. The conquers are too variable, and it depends what level you're at, and sometimes it almost seems random. So I can't really tell you, and I can't add it to the total of free stuff you can get per day. But I do know that the conquers are vitally important purely because of the pass sand and the holy pass sand for the hell dungeon. Once you get to the heaven and hell levels, you will want to have as many of those as possible. Same goes for the hell dungeon. When I got to the hell dungeon and actually beat somebody for once, I had 5,000 holy pass sands for the hell dungeon. And boy was I glad I did, because even my most powerful level 80 Zeus with my most powerful items and everything, I still only had a 37% chance of winning. So since I had a lot of holy pass sand, I could blaze through auto fights and get lots of pieces that I needed. It still took me a few weeks, and some people might say I wasted them, but I don't think I did, because I managed to get all my hell dungeon level items, level 1 items, I'll get 6 of them before I ran out. And at that point, I think I was at 87% win chance at that point. So the pass sand is the most important thing about Conquer, but since getting gems and coins is a process that takes repetitive action over the course of many days, the Conquers are also a really great way to get extra coins and gems, to boost your numbers constantly. So definitely from day one, start your Conquers, do your Conquers at every opportunity, and make sure to always leave one so you don't forget about them. The Summon Temple. Now don't roll your eyes at me. I know that, especially in the normal summon, these are crap items. And really, for more advanced players, these are crap items. And the items in the Holy Summon, very few are useful to most advanced players. But I contend that they are still very important. Since we already know that we have to check in every day and do all these different things multiple times a day, over the course of a week, over the course of a month, I would say that getting these crap items, it adds up after a while. I've been playing this for over a year and a half now, and I have done these every time they are available. You will be surprised how many of these crappy little crap items really start to add up. So please take my advice, get all the free summons you can, and also check out my video on how to get 2 summons from your notification bar. The last thing I want to show you is the Magic Sand and the Holy Sand. These can be used to great effect to get you a lot of items that you can then go sell. For instance, you can go to the Heaven map, you can do an auto fight. Look, you get these items for 5 to 10%. One of my personal favorites is over here on level 14. This particular item is worth quite a bit. And if you use the Magic Sand on your auto fights, you can acquire quite a few of them relatively fast, and you're also getting the reward gems. So that's awesome. You can also go to the Hell Dungeon. If you have enough rooks and you have enough Holy Sand, you can come in here to the Hell Dungeon and get a lot more coins than you realize. Start doing these fights, and you finish now. Not only do you get 5,000 coin reward, you get these items as well. And each one of these items is worth a little over 5,000 coins, just like the reward. So basically, each time you spend 25 rooks on here, you're generating a little over 10,000 coins. And that's great, especially considering you get junk items like this one. You only need 5 of each of these to get these units. So once you acquire the units, or a lot of people never acquire them because they think the food cost is too much to deploy them, you can sell the crap out of these. You're getting these for months, years later while you're still playing this, 5,000 coins each, and there's nothing to do with them except sell or gemcraft. I don't think they're worth gemcrafting. They're not worth enough in the gemcraft, so you should sell them for coins. One other thing to look at is with the patrolling. With patrolling, you get items, then they're junk items if you're not a beginner. So again, when you're doing 3 patrols a day on each island, day after day after day, you start to acquire quite a few of these items pretty quickly. So what I do is I save them up. I save them while I'm upgrading a Platinum Hero, and once I get my Platinum Hero, all of his attacks and everything to level 70 or 75, I'll go ahead and sell all of those. And you'll get many millions of coins when you do that. Sometimes it'll finish off your Platinum Hero. Anyway, that's what I do with them. I really hope you've enjoyed my video on free coins and gems. If it's helped you, please definitely leave a like, subscribe to my channel, but you can also donate money to me via PayPal or join my Patreon, and the links for all of that are in the video description. If you have additional methods or strategies for doing this, please drop them in the comments, and I can make a follow-up video if there's enough good ones. Now, if you've watched this and you're thinking, Neverdeath, that's not nearly enough gems, that's not nearly enough coins. Oh no, that takes too long, Neverdeath. If that's what you're thinking, then Epic Heroes War is probably not a game for you. If you're not willing to spend money and you're not willing to put in the time to do this, you need to go find another game, because short of hacking the game, you're not getting them much quicker. But also, keep in mind, I am showing you bare minimums here. I think that you could get a lot more coins and gems with the methods that I've showed you if you put in some time on it. But for the purposes of this video, I didn't want to show you sky-high numbers and then have you get disappointed later when you couldn't attain them. I'm trying to show you bare minimum numbers that anybody can get. So thanks for watching, and as always, keep fighting hard!